thanks very much. Still ahead this morning.
Well, down in Georgia, they got a dance.
He danced his way into the Dragon's Den and look, waltzed off with thousands of pounds. Deborah Meaden and entrepreneur Scott Cupit join us in a few minutes. I'm liking your moves, Deborah.
Yeah. I'm getting sick and tired, telling you how to shake that thing.
Still ahead, the lovely Deborah Meaden from Dragon's Den, and Strictly, of course, tells us why she's invested more than ever in this series. A partner alongside her, business partner, dancing partner. I'm going to talk to her in just a moment.
Yes, all the very best of luck with that. As some of you may know, last night the Dragons returned to the Den, and it didn't take long for Deborah Meaden to quick-step her way into making an investment.
After 10 series playing hard to get, looks as though Deborah's stint on Strictly may have left a lasting impression.
A pitch with a spring in its step from Scott Cupit, who is seeking £65,000 in return for a 10% share in his swing dance business.
I've often said to people, you know, loving something doesn't make it a good investment.
Sure.
You know, in fact, sometimes you have to take a back step and say, you know, because I love it, I can't see a clear picture. But what I like about you is your credibility and your history. So I'm going to make you an offer. Brilliant. Oh, there we are. You know, and that was my head over my heart.
Duncan wasn't happy, was he?
He's still going on about it.
Is he?
Not happy at all. Yeah.
And Scott, you chose Deborah over Duncan.
That's right. I had a choice of 3, and it was actually always going to be Deborah.
Was that the intention when you danced out of the lifts onto the floor?
Well, when I
of
asked
the
them up
Dragon's
for the
Den?
lesson, it was Deborah that I was looking at, and Deborah ended up dancing with me in the lesson.
Why was it always going to be her?
Quite a few reasons, but at the end of the day, Deborah has a real passion for dance. So to me, that was very important because it's such a community-based business. And so every time I said something on the show, Deborah was nodding, and as if Deborah understood what we're about quite well.
Do you think Strictly has, you know, sort of got your heart so totally into dance that actually if somebody comes along with a dance idea, you're going to be hard not to invest?
I don't think so, because actually in the Den, I'm actually back in a business environment, so I'm making business decisions. What I think Strictly did was make me understand how much you can love dance, you know, and you know, you reach the finals for goodness sake, you know. But you know, the love of dance, and I therefore got why people would want to do what Swing Patrol does. You know, it's engaging and it's fun and it gets you fit, apart from anything else.
Why was Duncan so hacked off? Is it just because he sees this as a great opportunity, or doesn't like losing to you? Why do you
I don't know. He probably doesn't like losing to me. If you ever watch the Den, he and I have more rucks than anybody else. But you know, I actually love Duncan. I actually got on very well with Duncan.
Well, what are you going to do without him? Because he's off.
I know. I don't know. You know, he's been there from the beginning. It's a big seat to fill, but you know, we do. Dragons change. One day I won't be there. You know, it's No.
Unthinkable, Deborah.
And you've got a big challenge ahead because as of this morning, you've got, is it £65,000?
That's right. So it's a whole new chapter for Swing Patrol, and we're excited about it.
And a worry as well, I imagine. I mean, it's a lot of money to...
Well, I'm a little more accountable than ever, but I'm happy about that and quite excited about it.
Was it about 30 seconds before you had a text from me last night saying, how is the website holding up? And it reached 99% capacity.
But it didn't crash. That was the bet. But it didn't crash like others have after Dragon's Den, so we're quite proud of that.
What makes you so convinced Swing will take off?
Because I've been involved in it for the last 5 years. When we had about 20 students in London, now we have 1,200 plus, and we've just seen the growth go that way. And people love it because of the vintage shops, the retro fashion, and the whole music that's come back as well.
I've still got mine.
Yeah, it's just come back again, that's right.
And fitness as well, I think that's the thing, and I think certainly I got that from Strictly, you know, it's actually a lovely way of getting yourself fit, you know, without feeling like you're just working and pumping it, you know.
Yeah, it's a social night out, but you're still getting fit.
Yeah. And Deborah, you said when you left Strictly that you wanted to carry on dancing, and your lovely husband, of course, had secretly gone to dance classes, hadn't he?
I know.
Is he still doing that?
He is. Actually, more than me. He's doing 4 hours a day, 4 hours a week dancing, and when I can, I join him for the second. He does 2 lots of 2 hours, and I join him for the second lot of the 2 hours.
I hope it's Lindy Hop now.
It will be.
So when you're not there, who's he dancing with?
Letitia or Lou.
And this is your 10th year on Dragons?
It is my
10th series,
year. 10th series, amazing,
So you'll go on forever until they...
Well, I don't think any of us go on forever, apparently, although I'm planning on it, but I don't know. Yes, I will do it as long as I love it. And you can actually see, when you see me in the den, you know, it's actually where I live, it's my home, it's what I do, and I love it. I love business, I like investing.
And do you think that after Strictly people saw a different side to you? Because I assumed you were fearsome, and actually now I know you're a little pussycat.
I tell you what I think is, I always had fun in Dragons, and I always laughed. But people didn't see that laughter because I'm quite punchy when I make a decision. I think now that they've seen that I can, they recognise the laughter in me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We wish you well.
Thank
you both very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Scott.
Thanks for having
Yeah,
us.
good luck.